welcome back to Dave Knows Wrestling. Now, I've been a part of many a live wrestling show in my time. From indie shows all the way to Ring of Honor New Japan, NXT Brooklyn, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble in Philadelphia, as well as WrestleMania 32, just to name a few. Now, what's evident from this picture? Well, other than the fact that I have no idea how to take a selfie, is that even as a live audience member as part of a wrestling show, you could definitely fail in some major ways. And that's exactly what today's episode is all about. Because today, Dave knows the top 5 etiquette failures of being part of a live wrestling show. Being a part of a live event is not as easy as just buying your ticket and having a seat, because there's definitely a lot of rules to follow that it seems some people are forgetting. This list is all about the top 5 things I, as a wrestling fan, hope to never hear again the next time I go to a live wrestling show. And if you go to enough live events, you're definitely gonna know what these things are like, because you can't help it. You have to run into this every time you go to a show. So please, cop to it if you're guilty of any of the following. And you know what? We'll all just take your word that you will never do it again. Number 5, singing off key. Listen, I get it. You want to be part of the show, and a lot of wrestlers have really great entrance songs. And you want to sing along to it, but the problem is, not everybody can sing. And this is when the word harmony comes into play. Harmony is all about multiple people singing together, and the highs and lows, the goods and the bads, all kind of meld together in one homogenistic tone. Sure, the really good singers are never going to stand out, but the really bad ones also get covered up a little bit by the rest of the herd. And that's a good thing. That is until you get one idiot who sings at the top of his lungs and decides he's gonna drown out everybody else to make sure the whole world knows that he can't carry a tune in a bucket. And I totally get it. Walk, Rob Van Dam, you just gotta sing along. But if you wanna sing along and you're like me and you can't sing, then just do what I do. Sing, but not too loud, just low enough that you could barely hear the hum in your head. That way the vocals of the entire crowd and the ears of everyone immediately around you aren't completely ruined by your complete and total lack of talent. First off, you're a title card. You don't go to live events, and second of all, you don't even have a voice. You can't sing.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Well, I didn't know you could do that. All right, well, good for you. You're number 1. He's not nice. Next on the list is the grandma chants. When you were a kid and you played soccer or Little League, did you have a really loud and vocal mom? Well, if not, good for you. But for some of you who did, you realize mom chants can be some of the dumbest things you've ever heard. Moms, grandmas, young men, it doesn't matter. Chanting and shouting at a live sporting event is supposed to have passion to it. If you really feel the need to drop a couple F-bombs and there's a 3-year-old in front of you, well, that's on you. Oh, now you stop having a voice. That's convenient. If you're shouting generic G-rated boring crap at a live wrestling show, please, just stop it. You're torturing everyone and you're embarrassing yourself. So, just keep it to yourself if you have nothing clever or good to say, okay? Goldberg. 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 Next up, going to the well one too many times. Doesn't matter if the chant is good or bad, saying the same things over and over again eventually loses its flavor and makes people want to kill you. Even the best chant in the world will become monotonous after we hear it half a dozen times. Bailey, will you be my girl? Great chant, but we don't need to hear it 5 times in the same 3-minute match now, do we? It's also a long chant, I mean, come on, it goes on for a while. And if Rhino's gonna kill you, maybe he's gonna do it because you keep saying it over and over and over again. Oh, and I don't care if you say it just once. Chanting Goldberg, never acceptable. CM Punk! CM Punk! Number 2, chanting for wrestlers that are definitely not on the show. Now listen, I miss CM Punk as much as the next guy, and I have no problem with everybody chanting it out there just to make sure the WWE knows we want him back and you better start making some offers. However, it's pretty rude and disrespectful when you're doing it against a solid match. If there's actually a good match going on, you shouldn't be chanting for Randy Savage as much as we all miss the Macho Man. When talented wrestlers are giving it their all, we owe it to them to at least pay attention. But sure, if you're watching Randy Orton versus Sheamus for the umpteenth time, yeah, go nuts, go crazy, okay? Now to me, CM Punk was all about being innovative, shaking up the system, and changing things for the better. And he was all about respecting wrestlers who gave it their all. So if you're chanting his name during a good match with hard-working, dedicated, talented wrestlers, if anything, you're doing him a dishonor. So definitely pick the appropriate time. The ECW, ECW, ECW. Next on the list, the ECW chant. Look, I miss ECW. I love ECW. But it's never coming back. Learn to live with it. But I feel you if you want to keep the memory alive every time you see something that is to the extreme. However, in today's day and age, I'm seeing people cheering for hardcore moments that are nothing more than cookie sheet matches or just quasi-decent falls. Now, I don't know which ECW you're watching, but I do know that half of the times you hear the chant really don't deserve it. And also, there's some wrestlers who absolutely hate the chant. You got a guy who took an epic beating, and instead of chanting his name, you're chanting for a company that no longer exists? So if you have to scream those 3 awesome letters, make sure you do it when it counts. So that's my list on bad wrestling etiquette at a live event. But what do you guys think? Which one of these are you actually guilty of? Hey, come on, be honest. And is there any I missed? Let me know in the comments. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, as well as checking me out on patreon.com. Thank you for watching, and as always, this has been Dave Knows. Alright, welcome back yet again to the real reason why you're watching. For the end slate, that's gotta be it. I'm on to your little secret. You really like this end portion, don't you? Yeah. Well, since you like this portion, you obviously like the interaction. So also, while you're here, check out the subscribe button. Click on it. It'll be awesome. Also, keep interacting by checking out the other videos here. And don't forget to support me over on patreon.com and to like, share, and subscribe. This has been Dave Knows. Thanks for watching, especially this part, the end slate.